Hey everybody, 16th of February, another day in my daily diary of how I'm now coping with the loss of my wife due to Parkinson's. Today's been another strange one. I had a late night last night, didn't get to bed till 2 o'clock, so I didn't get up this morning till 10, purposely, when I was awake a couple of times, but I thought if I get up too early I'll be knackered and that, so anyway, so purposely, and I felt fine. I got on with playing the doors down upstairs, them two doors from the bedroom upstairs, playing them down and got them fit back on, and a couple of other small jobs done. But then I replied to a few messages on TikTok of folks saying, you know, don't beat yourself up and don't feel guilty and stuff. And I said, I don't beat myself up, and I accept that grief and guilt are just part of the process of getting through the pain of losing your wife or your husband. You know, it's part of the process. I said I'll take it on the chin, you know, and carry it on my shoulders till it eases. So please don't think I'm going through anything different than anybody else, and I'm struggling and beat myself up, because I'm not. It is what it is. We can't not feel guilty and not feel sad when grief decides to tap you on your shoulder. But I'm really okay with that. I really am okay with it. You know, it's part and parcel. Like I said, it is what it is. You know, so something I read the other day said, remember it word for word if I can. Do not fight your grief. A mountain doesn't fight the wind. It just allows a storm to pass through it or around it. And that's true. That's the same way. You know, but it did get me thinking though this afternoon, like when I am feeling down and sad, and I feel like, I heard the saying the other day, like a quiet storm that could go off at any time. And that's what I feel like at times. That's feel what I am. I'm old enough and ugly enough though to know, you know, the feeling of wanting to explode, when the feeling of wanting to explode, you know, starts to rumble, that I'm able to get it under control. But I know I could sometimes quite easily just go off on one, you know, explode over like the simplest of things. But it'd probably be just like the last straw. Does that make sense? I mean, I'm not going to explode, or I don't think I will, but sometimes that's what you feel like. You're like a quiet storm just bubbling away. You know, I think it's probably a male thing as well. Doesn't help, you know, I'm okay and putting on a brave face with a smile when you really want to say, no, I'm not okay. Well, that wouldn't do any good, would it? Because nobody can ease your pain and your grief. You can't take it away from you, so why say it out loud? You know, just put other people on a downer. I think the official word for that is calling it a grief mask. You know, you inside you're, you know, but then I'm okay. You know, that type of thing. Grief mask, what they say, and it doesn't help, you know, with being a male. You know, it is harder for males, because I know the younger male today are talking more and being a bit more open, but us dinosaurs, it's hard to do at times. But like in this case, there's no point. All you do is put other people on a downer. Can't do it. You yourself, or me myself, just got to get your head around it, that it is going to be part and parcel of your day. Maybe not every day. You know, it might not be for days, but you got to accept that sometime it is going to come along, and just be okay with it. Be okay with it. Anyway, somebody's asked about the carer's card again. Which one is it? And I've got this one here. I'll show it you again. Carer's card, www.carerscarduk all one word, .co.uk. That's it. Carers Card. carerscarduk.co.uk. It seems there's a few different ones out there, but this is the one that got recommended to me by Blackpool Carers Group that I got involved with. You know, so I'm not saying the others are wrong or not right, because I've not checked any of them. Just that this one was on a recommendation from Blackpool Carers. So, and it's, I can't remember, what did I say, oh, 5 I think it was, or I never checked, did it go up to 8 quid or something now? Anyway, so yeah, that's it. And I was speaking with somebody at Alzheimer's Society this afternoon. They rang me because I do the monthly lottery, the Alzheimer's lottery. It's only a £5 again. I always towards, you know, fundraising and stuff. They were just, she was trying to see if she could get a few more quid out of me, but you got to draw the line somewhere, because I want to start doing more for Parkinson's rather than Alzheimer's. Even though Angie ended up with the dementia, you know, which comes under the Alzheimer's bracket umbrella. But she said, do you know that there's now a blood test that you can do to see if you've got dementia? And I said, no, I've never even heard that. Never heard it at all. She said, yeah, but it's not available on the NHS. Pisses me off. Another thing, you know, they'll give it to all these freeloaders and, right, Mike, be quiet. But, so they're having a campaign to try and get to get it on the NHS, but she said it's going to take about 5 years. Be about 5 years before they can get it all done. And the thing that made me laugh and sort of half boiled my blood and all was she said, like, because of all the checks that are needed, that's why it takes so long. And then I just thought to myself, hang on, wait a minute. Them checks weren't needed when all the millions and millions of COVID jabs were given out, was they? Huh? They weren't needed then, and they was actually giving jabs out to people. I never had mine, but I know there's a lot of people did. Lying bastards. Lying bastards. Make excuses for everything. But they soon found a way of getting them jabs out, didn't they? Anyway, don't get me started on that one. Don't get me started on that. Oh, it's just a big... right, might be quiet again, be quiet. Right, so I've rambled on enough. I'm gonna go and get my tea now. I've had my shower. I'm gonna have my tea. I've made myself an homemade salad with all the, you know, all the greens in it, and carrots and what have you. Some beans, butter beans. I've put a garlic and herb sauce in it. I've got boiled potatoes, boiled egg, mushrooms. So I'm looking forward to it actually. I'm going to just warm the potatoes back up. Looking forward to it. So yeah, and then I'll chill for the evening. Hopefully I'm going to try and get an early night tonight and get back at that gym. So I'll see if Mr. Daniels will let me get to bed early tonight. Right, so on that note, I'm now going to go. Again, thanks for your comments and your support. Please press your like buttons for me, follow me, and forward these videos on. Thank you very much. I will do another one tomorrow. So as per usual, you take care now. Bye.